Creepers! What's up, crazy creeps? It is Clear Ski. I am back. I might actually have to lose this hoodie here. It got pretty nice. It's one of those rainy and sunny days here at the same time. We are creeping down the Springwater corridor to a place that I've been wanting to document for a while. And in fact, this spot was a iconic Chinese restaurant in Portland for many years, which we've documented a few, including the Canton Grill and a couple other places around town. That was the rise and fall of a place called the Pagoda. That's right, we're gonna creep down, do a little couple then and nows, talk to you more about why Portland loved the Pagoda, check out some relics that still are kicking it around. Stay tuned, this can be a fun one. Check out this mural here on Brothers Crawfish. I've yet to try these guys, but that mural looks pretty darn awesome. With the rose on there. Oh, look at these dragons. That is very cool. Wow, this is very detailed. Look at that. Like a phoenix. It looks like it's glowing. Like those are actually like neon. Very cool. I love that. I'm not sure what kind of flower that is, but that is really pretty. Very cool. This neighborhood is starting to turn around, really. Things are opening back up, and the dragon is really cool. I like how they made it almost like a neon light. Very nice. All right, so we are creeping through the Hollywood district here. Just got off the bus, and we are making our way over to Broadway Street. That's right, where the Pagoda Restaurant once stood. And I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more about that when we get there. We're going to compare a couple old-timey shots, and also show you a couple of little tiny relics that are still kicking it around, that the new building actually still has on it. So we're going to go up here just a couple more blocks. So we are here, like I said, in the Hollywood district, and the clouds are rolling in, but we are just creeping right over here across the street to, which is now a bank, but for many years was the Pagoda. We're gonna go get a better look here. We just made our way across Sandy, now approaching Broadway, and right here, where there still is a tidbit of neon up top, right here, which is now Northwest Cesar Chavez, would have been the Pagoda Restaurant. And what I wanted to show you guys was something pretty cool too. Right up top here, if you look really closely, well, first let me insert a couple pictures so you guys can get a better look of what it looked like. I know I put it in the thumbnail, but there are some remnants right up top here, right above where it says Hollywood. I love that they put some neon on here as well, because the original building was covered in neon. But if you look really closely, those little like tile looking pieces on the roof, those are actually part, wow, there was almost just a wreck. That was actually part of the original Pagoda Restaurant. Right up top there, those little tiles were actually a part of it, and at one point you could have seen the little awnings coming off the sides here and stuff, and there was also like a little gate that wrapped around. I'll do my best to insert some pictures. Let's go over here and look on the other angle, that way I can show you guys the other picture as well. And here's would have been the other shot I was telling you guys about, basically right in front here. And in fact, I believe with the way the building sits, the other building kind of ran along here. It was a little bit longer. I think they extended the parking lot and maybe took out some of the building, but this would have been the shot right here. These were the main doors here where you would have walked in. And like I said there, if you look up top, right up top there, you can still see they kind of kept the same, if not refurbished. So they opened in 1940, but in 1946 it was purchased by a gentleman by the name of Lewis Lee, and then he sold it in 2008 to a gentleman by the name of Sonny, and then in 2013 it actually was kind of reconstructed. I wouldn't say completely demolished, but the general facade of the building changed. But that directly across the street here too, I can see along the bank here, this other bank, there's actually some like little awnings that stick out, but this in fact right here looks really similar to the pagoda awnings. And then if you do one better, actually looking up on the roof here on this building, you can see right along the railing here is another form that was actually used for the pagoda. The same style like railing was right up top here on all 4 sides. There's an old-timey picture here of all of Hollywood, really. But more importantly, look at they've inserted the old pagoda right there. Those are the same doors we just walked in. So see up top there would have been those little tiles like I was telling you guys about. And then if you look up top here, all this intricate like gate work, you would have seen that at one point. So right here, the key bank. I love the fact that they kind of kept the history alive here in Hollywood, especially with the actual picture of the pagoda itself. It's so cool. You mind if I video us talking? No. Oh, okay. I always like to check. I was talking with one of the guys out front here, and you were telling me that one of the, I think I heard that one of the pieces that was in here, like the iconic little, it was like a metal rounded kind of structure with dragons and stuff on it. I think they moved it, you said?
Yeah, to a park or something like that.
Interesting. Yeah.
The whole go to. Yeah.
Oh, the whole piece has actually moved. Interesting. Yep. Now, I did find another piece that was placed at another restaurant, but the piece you're talking about actually probably still around. I don't see them. You know, it was such a cool piece of history, Portland history. I really don't see them getting rid of it. So we're gonna have to go down the rabbit hole a little bit more. But thank you for your time, brother, and I appreciate you.
Sure, no problem.
All right, take care. Actually, when Key Bank bought this, they just locked the door and bounced. So you know, after 40 some odd years, if not longer, being in the business here, they were ready to go. They basically left everything in here, including all the food. Another thing that I found interesting was this kind of like garbage thing, which you might say, well, why? Well, most banks don't have, you know, like a bigger garbage area where they would have like a grease trap and stuff for a restaurant. So kind of cool and kind of sad at the same time. Like I said, it was the same owners until 2008. A gentleman by the name of Sonny took over, and in fact there's really not much more info on the building itself at all, from what I was able to pull up online and stuff. But like I said, a lot of people remember coming right down Sandy here, passing Broadway and seeing the big pagoda. And like I was telling the other gentleman, you know, Sandy Boulevard used to, you know, would run up and down here, and people would want to be coming into Portland, so they had little niches like giant shoes and giant bottles of milk, giant Pepsi bottle, what was it, giant 7-Up bottles, all kinds of like kitschy designs. So unfortunately it's no longer here, but if you look closely, there's still a little bit of relics from the past. Pretty cool.
Another really cool piece of history about this building is when it was built in 1940, the Portland architects Johnson Walwork and Duke Hart, the architects were hired by 2 Chinese families, the Chin Luk and the Leland Chin family, and the building was constructed at a time when Oregon law prohibited Chinese immigrants from even owning property, and the Chinese Exclusion Act was not repealed until 1943, so the significance of this building when it was that was a lot more. I also found this old menu, as you can see the pagoda there on it with that really cool looking dragon. And then I also found this old billboard that was
the old Pagoda Restaurant. A lot of people drove by here many a times. I think I only ate here maybe once. But like I said, I could definitely see it changing back into a restaurant. Love you guys. Creeper out for now. Oh, if you did enjoy this, make sure you give it a thumbs up. You can ring that bell, that way when I creep, you guys will be the first to creep. But until next time, Creeper out for now. Now I need some Chinese food, dang it. Some orange chicken sounds good right now, maybe some fried rice. And of course, the fortune cookie. So as I was standing there, I saw this incredibly cool dragon here, right down the street here at this newer location of a Chinese restaurant here. This is Shandong Cuisine of Northern China. And we've shown this before, but I thought how appropriate for today's vlog. That is incredible. I love all the scale work. And then if you can see, it actually wraps around the building. But how incredibly cool is that? Heck yeah. I didn't realize there's one on this side too. Ooh, this one's good. Love that red. Yep, this is on just the opposite side of where we just were. God, that's awesome. Looks like it's the Earwig 22. That's probably their Instagram. But that is pretty darn rad, if you ask me. I love that these places give these artists an outlet too. That is really good.